Let me ask you this. Have you heard in Canada, they are talking to homeless people saying, hey, to homeless people, hey, you know what you should do is consider eugenics, consider ending your life.
Oh, yeah. And they're pushing that. That is a viable option to rescue their medicine system, bro.
So rescue their medicine system. Now, I also did see an ad from Canada, and it was about the death transition. This stuff was also something else straight out of the pit of hell, making it appear all wonderful. Listen, Satan appears as an angel of light. They've got nice music playing in it. They show the sea, and you go out to sea, and you just die, and you go into the other world. Well, you're gonna die and wake up and understand, man, you can never change your state, for you just rejected Christ. And I look at the homeless thing, going after them. That's what Hitler did. Hitler started his whole persecution against the Jews. You start going after the undesirables. Get rid of the homeless people. Get rid of the people who are handicapped. That's what he did. So what do we have right now? We have a homeless situation that's been created in America. I don't know about the rest of the world, but you and I can speak to California.
And can I stop you really quickly? Because you said something that is brilliant. I don't know if you realize you used that term, but you said homeless situation being created.
Yeah.
That's an operative, that term is the operative term there.
These things are fixable if they wanted to. They want to make it worse. And, I'll tell you what else is going to make it worse. So here in California, the governor says, hey, we're going to give $200 and some odd thousand to anybody.
$233,000.33, something like that. That's right.
To who? To people who...
anybody who's anybody who's black and can prove they're a descendant of slaves.
Okay, so what's going to happen with that? Here's the reality of it. What they're doing is creating two different things. They're gaslighting anybody that's not black. That would be white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. Anybody that's not. And the other problem is you just start throwing money at people unless you have the ability to handle money, which very few people do.
Right.
What do you think? Probably 100%. 3% of the population. It doesn't affect race. It has nothing to do with that. But a very small percentage of the people can actually handle a significant amount of money. All of a sudden, you give somebody $230,000, and you've actually created a bigger disaster. Listen, if I know this, these people who come up with these plans, they have their psychologists that put this stuff together. They know the financial truths. It's a very small percentage of people who have the wherewithal to be able to handle a large sum of money. And the proof is in somebody that wins the lottery. What happens when people win the lottery?
Oh, you see it.
You go out, and next thing you know, they go into debt, because to them, all of a sudden, I've got X amount of dollars. They go into major debt. A year later, they have way more financial problems than they ever had before. So what are they doing by this? They're creating more civil unrest. They're gaslighting much of the world, and they're creating a bigger problem intentionally by virtue signaling, saying we really want to help the black community. They don't want to do that. This is about harming them, just as it is with abortion. It's about destroying them. I mean, you start looking at these policies; these aren't helpful to these policies.
I think it's 100% right. While you were talking, I was looking over to my left because I was trying to find the video that you did with Mark Henry. I don't remember the name of it, but you did a live video with Mark Henry probably sometime around 6 months ago. That was phenomenal. That dealt with being prepared for the time in front of us. And he dealt with general principles of financial management that were really, really, really good. I think he did a very good job. I think it was a great job. He did a solid, everybody a solid favor, and people who listened to that advice, I think, are beginning to see the benefits of it as recent as 6 months from the time he actually did the video. But yeah, you're right. This is all of this goes to the single issue that we have been talking about, and that is the fact that there is a general mechanism of destruction that the enemy is wanting to continue to deploy within the constructs of our nation. And actually, it's not just our nation, it's our world. We are going there, bro.